Hi there, I'm from C22PS183 Bangkit Capstone team presenting to you MESHCARE stands for Mental Self Healthcare. I will now introduce you to our team members from Machine Learning Path. We have Tommy Aditya Al-Hakim, Rati Puspitasari, and Rasif Sulfikar Hatue. Then we have Android Learning Path, which is Alvan Indra Kusuma. Then we proceed to Cloud Computing Learning Path. We have Jaya Gusalim, which is myself, and Muhammad Taufik Hidayatullah. I will now tell you about our background fact, which is why we want to make this project and app. We have discovered that recently mental illness is way too overwhelming for teenagers in Indonesia or in the world generally. Our goal is to reduce the cases caused by mental illness like suicide, murder, and other deviance, as well as the victims, as well as to cure the victims of raping, sexual harassment, and bullying by 80% in Indonesia. Healthcare apps nowadays mostly focus on treating physical illness and not mental, which is why this MESHCARE is all about. Therefore, we believe that our app is pretty unique among the other apps. MESHCARE that will support them by providing a trusted platform where they can feel safe, tell their stories to our professional psychiatrists. Next, we have intro to our Capstone project, that what is that we want to build for this app. We are planning on building our app based on machine learning. So the app itself can identify our user and choose ideal psychiatrist for them called MESHCARE.
Machine learning approach. The MESHCARE apps is a recommended system that help track and client find the best match for them. This recommended system takes into account the traffic preference when making suggestion for client and the client preference when making suggestion for traffic. This ensures that best possible recommendation are modeled for both parties. The client can set different weights for different criteria such as the type of therapy the client needs and the therapist's expertise. The client can also set different weights for different criteria such as the type therapy, the therapy approach, and the therapy location. The client can set different weights for different criteria, the therapeutic approach, and the therapy location, which can take all of the factors in account to make the best possible recommendation. The system is very free for both therapy and client because it makes finding the right match easier and more efficient. It also helps ensure the both parties are happy with the therapy arrangement. For our minimum viable product, we only just recommended the best on writing user-recommended system. However, in the future, we will take into account both the therapy and the client preference to make the best possible recommendation. Use preference will also be added to the writing of the therapy to get more accurate result from the recommended system.
So I will explain about the model architecture for machine learning. So as you can see, this is the machine learning model that we built in this capstone. So it input the query features and we pass those into the retrieval model, and then it is like outputting top K candidate like 10 or 100, actually depend the class of the application. And then we pass those into the ranking model and we score those top K candidate, and we sort them. For the top is the top score and the very bottom is the low score, and we get the recommended candidates. So for the retrieval model, it's actually like the two towers, and we concatenated those towers into one retrieval task. The first tower is the query tower, second tower is the candidate tower. So the first layer here is the string lookup layer. It just convert the non-computable like the word or natural language into the more computable stuff, and then we pass those layer into the embedding layer. So the embedding layer is just introduce the dimension for this model. We pass the embedding into the dense layers, and then we concatenated those into the retrieval task. After the retrieval task, we actually got the output like K candidate that relevant with those query. The query is just user and the candidate is just the therapist in this case. The ranking model is actually the same with the retrieval task, but the ranking model we concatenate first and we compute the dense layers here, and then the ranking task. The dense layer here outputting just one, it's like 0 to 1, and then we pass those into the ranking task, and we got the scoring for each candidate.
Hello, so I will explain about accuracy top K. First, we have top 1 with accuracy around 4%. We got top 5 with accuracy around 33%. We got top 10 with accuracy around 68%. We got top 15 with accuracy around 33%. and we got top 100 with accuracy around 67%. The reason why we got low accuracy is because we're using random user data right now, but we hope that it will get better when using real user data. Next is machine learning deployment. For the API, we're using Fast API. We're also using Docker containerizing, and we're using TensorFlow as the abstract default and ranking. And for application hosting, we're using Kubernetes and Google Cloud Platform. Next is deployment. First, developer will do change the code, then commit and push to app repository. Next, in cloud building on app repository, we do detect new commit, run unit tests, build container, push container image, and update manifest and push the candidate branch of environment repository. In cloud build or environment repository, we do detect change on candidate branch, then apply manifest to Kubernetes and update product branch with applied manifester. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Alvan. I wanna explain about mobile development approach. First, the screen is splash screen. Splash screen is the function of Flash. Splash screen is show the application on the logo of Flashcare application. Next, the login screen function of the user use to login on application, but the user must to input email and password for login. Next, the register screen. The register screen is how do the user make an account for login. In register screen, the user must to input name, email, and password to register. Next, a home page. The home page is the first screen after you watch it. The function of homepage is a dashboard in application and many feature on it. Next, the detail screen. The function of detail screen is the detail of a dashboard. In this screen, if the user click one of the feature, detail screen is the function of that, and in detail screen the user know about the detail for the tour of one application. And then favorite screen is function of favorite if the user have a favorite jar, so the user click on favorite screen. And then chatting screen, the user can chat to doctor about the grips. And then account screen. In the account screen, the user can see the main screen, and then the user can edit the name or an account like username or password or email. Okay.
Hello, my name is Taufik. I'm from CC Learning Path. I will explain about project milestone for 2022 until the end of the year. On July, we are gonna do a marketing research and business plan. So we know our product is suitable for what kind of person, and we make a business plan so our product is profitable. On August, we are gonna do a technical research so we know the advantage or disadvantage from our product. And then on October, we are gonna do a feature improvement and solutions for the disadvantage of our product. And then in December, we are gonna do beta testing, launching our app on December. And then on budgeting part 1 for $5,000 or 70 million Indonesian rupiah. On team salary category, proportion is 30%, which is the budget is $1,500 or 23 million. And then on research or operational category, which includes buying or renting things, prototyping, learning or capacity building, survey or data collection or data sets permissions fee, and then transportation expense, additional salary for external experts, observer and respondents, productions preparations, tooling, legalities, patent or copyright registration, and then product certification. The proportion is 70%, and then the budget is $3,500 or 47 million rupiah. I will gonna explain about the web view of our product. This is the homepage, which is explain why you must choose our product and why this product is suitable for you. If you press this button, you will be redirected on the download page, and then you must fill this email address, and then you can get our app free. And then if you press this about page, this page is gonna explain about the background background why is this project was created. Project is suitable for you who have a mental issues. And then if you press this button, this will be directed on this page, which is explain about all kinds of psychology. And then if you press this contact button, you can contact us on many ways. You can contact us on email, you can contact us on WhatsApp, you can contact us on our place, or you just can fill this and then we will receive your message from here. And then on this button, language is optional for language. If you don't know much about the English language, you can just change it to Indonesian, so you don't harder to know about our apps.
Hi there, we meet again, where I will be presenting about budgeting. Basically, budgeting is a prediction of cost that would be used on a project, or should we say a cost plan. On the slide, we have budgeting 1, which is on what area we will be spending if we are given $5,000 or 70 million rupiah. As you can see, there are two categories of our cost plan, which is team salary with the proportion of 30%, with budget maximum in USD is 1,500 USD or 23 million rupiah. For the research or operational, such as buying and renting things, prototyping, infrastructure, learning and capacity building, survey, FGD and data collection, transportation expenses, additional salary for external effort, observer, respondents that we make use on the project or app in the future, production preparation, tooling, legalities, patent, copyright registration, product certification, and maybe additional Google Cloud Platform credit. Its proportion is 70% with $3,500 or 47 million rupiah. Next, we will talk about budgeting 2, which is when we are given $10,000 or 140 million rupiah. Our categories are divided by 6 types, which is the first one, all aspects covered in budgeting 1, which is 50% or $5,000 with 70 million rupiah. Additional Google Cloud Platform credit with 10% or $1,000 or 14 million rupiah. Additional budget for research or op, which is 5% with $500 or 7 million rupiah. Marketing and sales with 5% with $500 or 7 million rupiah. Market research and competitive analysis with 20% or $2,000 or 28 million rupiah. Other expenses such as taxes and research for unknown budget with 10% or $1,000 with 14 million rupiah. Then we have business aspect on the slide is a prediction of income that our app will be getting if our app is launched on App Store such as Google Play Store and App Store on iOS. Our business plans are divided by 6 types. The first one is sales or royalties from Google Play Store and App Store with a proportion of 50% or with $10,700 or 150 million rupiah. Maybe some projects with the government or private companies with a proportion of 10% or around $2,000 with or 30 million rupiah. Subscriptions for our users and doctors or psychiatrists with a proportion of 3.33% or around $700 or 10 million rupiah. Grants from our future sponsor, maybe medicine brand or medical brand, and ads with 1.67% around $350 or 5 million rupiah. Soft loan just in case of emergency, because we don't want our new app to be too much of loan, which is bad for a company, with the proportion of 1.67% around $350 or 5 million rupiah. We hope that we got funding from our future stakeholders and investors in the future with a proportion of 33.33% around $7,100 or around 100 million rupiah. Thank you for viewing and watching our video. We hope you get overview about our app called Meshcare. Thank you.